I don't know if I have ever seen someone who truly chooses to be homeless. I think people can lose hope. I think people can believe that they're unworthy of help. I think people can be so downtrodden and beaten down that they can't believe anything could ever help, so they give up on themselves. But I do not believe people choose to be homeless. There is a myth that I have noticed very present in this subculture, and maybe it's everywhere, I'm only working here, that we have the necessary supports. So anybody living outdoors is doing so because they're choosing to. And I would give a resounding and emphatic, that is an incredibly anemic view of the difficulties of the system. Somebody shared this imagery with me and I found it really helpful and really accurate, was that it can feel like our team, and I imagine others in the system as well, feel the sense of like we're trying to force a broken down, old, dilapidated machine to turn out just one more crank, to put one more person in. And it's not built for it, it's broken down, and every time we turn the crank takes even more effort. So it feels in a lot of ways like we're just trying to brute force a broken system and throwing more employee hours and more time and energy and phone calls and trying to force one more person through in a place where there isn't really a place for them to land. That said, what does it actually look like on the ground? This is everything from making sure people are document ready if they want to go to work, making sure they're equipped for that, getting people referred to Good Samaritan ministries, ensuring they have an Ottawa County ID if they want to stay in this area or if they're from this area and don't have one, so that they can utilize Good Samaritan, making sure they have things like Medicaid and food stamps while they're waiting, filling out applications at subsidized housing units, which are telling us 1, 2, 3, 4, we had someone say a 6-year wait list, building relationships with property management companies who will let us know when they have a potential unit open that might be compatible with a voucher, working and leaning on Good Samaritan and their amazing connections with landlords and others in town who have rental properties. It's really forced us to try to become quickly experts in this huge array of different possibilities, where in the past I think there was some sense that you could rely on the system to produce results through vouchers or rapid rehousing. Now we're kind of being pressed into every conceivable path to try to find something that works for the next person we're dealing with.
I'm living in the back of my van, and I'm looking forward to getting my own residence through Good Samaritan, community action, and hopefully that's going to happen within the next week or two. But for now, I'm living in my van out here in the cold. And HPD, y'all know me, I done this for years, but I'm getting too old for this stuff.
We have a community, and I hate to say this, but I feel like we have a community of us and them. See, in Grand Rapids, homeless is seen. It's right there in your face. You go downtown, you're gonna see people carrying a basket and everything. Here, it's hidden. They're in the woods. They're that person you just catch at the glimpse of your eye at the gas station taking cans out of the garbage can. We get glimpses of it, so we don't care that much. I ain't saying we don't care, but if you don't see it, out of sight, out of mind. When you don't have nothing and all you were, and you're sleeping in the woods or in a tent, your whole life your life stops. Seriously, nothing matters but deaden the feeling of numbing what's happening to you.
Getting through the dark day.
Getting through the dark day. Then that's when the alcohol and that's when the drugs come into play. But if you got hope, I got a roof on my head. I'm warm. Okay.
I got food.
I got food. Okay.
I got support.
I can get cleaned up. They help me get a job. I can get a job and then still stay here, and I can save money and everything changes. You're building up on what they're already receiving. And then they're doing it for themselves.
Challenges out in the streets, numerous, far as getting some food, keeping a little change in your pocket, getting some warm clothing, socks, hats, coats, quilts, covers, whatever. Help the homeless out. There's a lot of us out here, and they're not making it because they're lacking resources. I don't know if they're not channeling in, because I know the resources are out there, but Holland is a blessing, and I love it, and I intend to stay here.
Everything that's tied around getting a person that's homeless up on their feet, health plan, DHS, rehab, everything comes with an address.
Right.
Comes with a physical place to stay. And if nobody's providing that physical place to stay, this person stays in limbo in this community forever, because nothing's being done for them. Yes, there's wonderful organizations that do wonderful things and the things that they can do. But why can't we all, with 217 churches, why can't we build a small village for these individuals, and all the churches take care of them and help them get free rehab, help them get on their feet, give them jobs, and have them be able to take care of themselves?
And that's the goal.
And that's the goal of what we're doing with these huts. And we want to give them to them for free to stay in, while the churches we help feed them, we transport them to their jobs, and we'll take care of these people and get them all the help they need. And then every organization that's out there can help. Instead of them being scattered all over the place, we put them in one location where everyone can help. So in 1 year, if we took care of 18 people, that's 18 people that's not on the street anymore.